Hope everyone had a really wonderful week so far. And as usual, our program will start with kind of meditation talk and followed by guided meditation. And then before ending the program, we will have Q&A session. So you can ask questions or share your meditation experiences to our teaching monk. And today I am very honored and happy to have Monk Jonh as our teaching monk. He will leading the whole program. We will learn a lot from him today. And I believe everyone are ready, right? So without further ado, let's pay respect to Monk Jonh by bowing 3 times together. Let's bow. Second bow. And third bow. May I please invite Monk Jonh to begin our session.
Thanks, Pam, for the introduction. And hello, everyone. This is Jonh from Thailand. And today we are going to meditate. And I'd like to highlight the importance of loving kindness meditation because, first of all, it's about sharing positive energy. As many people are aware that loving kindness meditation has another name. It's called metta meditation, right? This actually is about the concept of sharing our love. By the way, we have the issue of the link in the website. Yes. Basically, it's pretty complicated because we depended on a system of others, and that system is not under my control, so I cannot change that link somehow. Then we stopped using that system, but still the link in the website is of that system. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Because I informed the change yesterday, but it seems like it hasn't changed. All right, so it's 119 days. We still have left until New Year 2026. We've been doing this, and I hope you are aware that this is already less than 4 months, right? How many months do we have each? How many days do you have each month? 4 months altogether. This is already less than that. So we are going to highlight the importance of loving kindness. Loving kindness, such a very pleasant concept, and I think this is what many people lack and need these days, right? So loving kindness is similar to how we come home from our work, from our daily life, and we feel maybe the body is not totally clean. Then we meditate to clean the body. So after the meditation, it's similar to how you wash yourself, remove the dirty clothes, put them in the washing machine, and now it's like you have a new body. And of course, one thing that meditation gives to us is the feeling of fulfillment. And that feeling is similar to you have abundant amount of food for yourself. Of course, you're going to eat that first, right? But since you have plenty of dishes available on your food, no matter how much you eat, you still have something left that you cannot finish all of them anyway. So what you're going to do in that case? You're going to throw them away? You're going to put them in the fridge? Well, usually, yeah, you can put them in the fridge, but you can't keep them forever. Because you have so many dishes somehow, so many dishes start coming to your desk, I'm not sure if you ever have been in that situation, but sometimes I was invited to some maybe an event that there's so many dishes, so many that you start looking around and pass those dishes to people around you, right? So you're gonna start thinking about others when there are abundant dishes that you cannot just eat on your own, right? In fact, well, depending on how much you have, then you can share with people. So imagine that this guy, he is able to share to the whole village, to the whole country, right? If you can do that, why not, right? Because the more he shares, then the more smiling faces he's gonna see, and this actually makes him even happier. So this time the happiness doesn't only come from within himself, but the source of happiness actually comes in all directions towards towards him, right? Because he is able to share love and become their source of food. In this sense, the food comes through him, and he can share that to people around him, right? So this usually happens when you reach a point in your meditation, starting from, if you remember, we compare that the meditation consists of two periods, the cleaning and the refine period, right? So you have to move from clean to refine first. After you move from clean to refine, then you reach another state. That refinement starts to be fulfillment, not only that it's refined or it's already clean, but then it's so fulfilling that it's like you have abundant of dishes on your desk and you cannot finish them. So you will keep sharing them. Just imagine that you're in a party, or maybe you're in a restaurant, or you can eat, but it doesn't really have to eat all, right? Then you have some limit that you feel like this is enough for you, and even though you feel like, yeah, I'm dropped, and I want to have more food today, and I want to like enjoy it, but then it's too much. You cannot just keep all for yourself. You put them in the fridge, you feel your fridge is still have some capacity. It has limit. You cannot just put this food anywhere. So you just keep sharing to other people. And if you have too many of them, this sharing is going to be unconditional. It doesn't mean that, I don't like you guys. You are my bad neighbors. So I'm going to share to anyone in the world except all you three here. That's conditional, right? So when we do loving kindness meditation, we're going to spread this energy around, similar to this picture, I guess. You start to keep your mind at the center, and then the peace energy at the center core becomes so enormous that you cannot contain at the center of you anymore. And then it started to expand. Then you start imagine. Then this is what usually happen at the end of the meditation. Then I ask you to imagine that you're sharing with people around you unconditionally. So the first word is unconditionally, right? Anyone, not except that three neighbors. No. But you don't actually think like, okay, how many neighbors you have, and you start picture them. No, you don't do that in a meditation either. You just feel like it covers some zone, it covers some area, it covers larger area. Now you expand to all of them unconditionally and equally. So now we have two words. The word unconditional and the words equal in the mouth. right? All right, so you're gonna keep doing that until it like covers the whole, and that's gonna actually have an effect, because sometimes people, when looking at others, we don't see them equally. And some people will see like price tags on the forehead, or maybe like mostly differences, right? But these actually will remove those label on people face and forehead. So eventually we gonna love each other more, I guess. All right, so now we are ready for our meditation. And then after that, then we will continue maybe something related to this topic, which I already prepare new today. Okay. All right. So let's meditate. I'd like you to close your eyelids softly and gently. Prepare yourself for an inner peace time, and sit with your back straight, but yet you feel relaxed. The way you close your eyelids, you close them softly and gently. And you let go of everything from the mind for a while. Relax the muscles from the top of your forehead, the muscles on your face, your cheek, your chin. Feel the flow of relaxation spreading to your neck and your shoulders, and allow both of your shoulders to drop naturally. Relax the muscles of your arms, your hands, down to your fingertips. Relax the muscles of your torso, from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, your knees, down to your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes, until you feel completely relaxed in every part of your body. Now that you feel a bit more relaxed, it will be easier for the mind to stay. But the first thing that I like you to do is to imagine that your body is now somewhere in a beautiful environment, somewhere in the world. That can be the top of a mountain, on a beach, a flower field, a cave. You name your choice. Just imagine that you're there, alone, without feeling lonely. You feel content. You have nothing to worry about. No responsibility. Like having a year-long vacation, and you can enjoy every breath, both inhalation and exhalation, and your mind is with the breath. As you breathe a little slower, a little softer, usually we breathe too rapidly in our life. So I like you to breathe at least 2 times slower for now, purposely. As you breathe slower, it has to be softer at the same time. And try to be with the breath for as much as you can. But if the mind wanders, that's alright. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. So don't give up. All you have to do is bringing the mind back to the breath, relaxingly. That's the key. We yet to feel totally relaxed, but we stay with the breath relaxingly. We don't need to worry, we don't need to hurry. but we swiftly bring the mind back to the breath. Whenever it wanders, and this is how we naturally calm the mind down. And when the mind is able to stay longer with the breath, it will stay less with all other thoughts. And it feels lighter because all heavy thoughts have been removed from the mind. When you feel relatively lighter, I would like you to bring your attention to the turning point of your breath. And you breathe as deeply as you can. The breath's turning point is around the middle of your abdomen. Softly, gently feel when your breath is arriving and softly touching the middle of your abdomen. In the same way, similar to a bird's feather floating down from the sky and finally land up on a calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. And that's how soft and comfortable we can feel at the center of the body. So we're gonna repeat how we bring our mind back to the center several times to be familiar with the location so that we can stay there for as long as possible. Maintain the mind there relaxingly. Starting from touching the center until you can rest your attention there. And of course, whenever the mind wanders, bring it back to the center as it is the home of the mind. And I would like you to use the center as the mind's landmark to observe. We don't need to depend on the breath any longer. Just breathe naturally. And while the mind is staying at the center, you may repeat a mantra silently. Imagine as if there is a water speaker playing soothing mantra sound from within. You may repeat internally, whether that be clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or Claire Brion, Claire Brion, Claire Brion, Claire Brion, or Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, or สัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหัง The word Samma means the right way, and the word Arahang means the purest state of the mind. So altogether, it's like we are reminding ourselves that we are on the right way to purify our mind. Samma Arahang 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 Repeat the mantra on your own. Do not just listen to my voice. It is going to be more effective. But you can repeat on your own in your mind. Continue repeating the mantra until when the meditation comes to an end, or when you have a feeling that your mind is already still and it doesn't want to repeat anything any longer. never come first. Just stay still and continue being at the center, and to prevent any distractions to creep in. You may imagine visualize, animate. We begin this by visualizing that your whole body completely empty, like it has become a balloon or a bubble, spacious, empty, and within this space, visualize an image. For example, the sun, the full moon, a star, water drop, crystal ball, or a bubble. Choose one image, one object, and visualize in your mind like a dream, as if now you are daydreaming, and nothing else is in your dream. Only the image. It doesn't have to be clearly, and that's why most people think they cannot visualize. But in fact, they can. Everyone can. Just need to be content because the essence of visualization is not clarity, but it is about continuity. So now that you visualize inside of yourself, the middle of your abdomen, as if something to swallow is now in the middle of your stomach. Do not worry much what it actually is. Roughly, somewhere at the center of your body, be good enough already. Maintain this existence uninterruptedly. Keep bringing the mind back when it wanders to visualize the object and to stay still at the center of the body. So that you can stay there, resting, feeling content. You don't need anything more or less. You feel content with everything at the present moment. Here and now. And also repeat the mantra at the same time while visualizing the object. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง Continue maintaining the mind at the center by using all the techniques, including the mantra, visualization, or simply stay there, feeling content on your own for a moment until we do loving kindness together later on. สัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหัง I would like you to imagine that the peace energy within you is spreading in all directions, growing from the center of your body, flowing through you, and expand outward to everyone else, together with your willingness to share the energy to everyone equally and unconditionally, starting from yourself to people who are in the same room, same house, same building, same village, neighborhood, same city, and the whole region. Doesn't matter who they are. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Imagine that you are sharing this energy beyond your country, to the whole continent, to the whole world. May everyone in the world be happy. May all of them be free from sadness, pain, and dangers. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Spread your love, kindness, peace energy to all living beings. In the whole world for a while. And now our meditation is coming to an end. You may take a deep breath in and out a few times. Breathe in, breathe out, long, softly, slowly. Feel the environment, everyone and everything around you. And once you feel you are ready, you may softly, slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. สัพเพพุทธาปรัปปตาปัจเจกานัญจยังพลังอรหันตันจะเตเชนระคังปันธามิสัพพโสเตยทลทาสุขิตาเวรุณหาพุทธศาสเนโรคาสุขิตาโหตาสาสพเพหิยาติปิสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังขานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุ May all your wishes be fulfilled. Sape Porentu Sankappa. May all of your dreams become true. Janto Panaraso Yatha. Like the full moon in the night sky. Manicho Teraso Yatha. Or similar to a flawless crystal sphere. Alright, so now you may open your webcam, okay, and see if you already have taken that shower. Maybe the face look brighter. Next time you can do a portrait photo selfie before and after meditation and compare pixel perfect. Okay, but I guess generally you look great if you can open your webcam, okay, and smile. That's awesome. Okay, so we talk about loving kindness meditation at the beginning, that it helps to first, like, you take in shower for yourself, and then you share it with abundant amount of food to people around you. Okay, so you can wait a little bit. Good. Some people just wake up, right? I mean, just come out of their meditation. All right, so great. Now we can, we talk about loving kindness meditation, right? Then I have a question for you. While waiting to read your comment and your meditation experience, please write them down on the comments box that you have. But before that, before I read that, I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. Can you write them? Yes, I guess. All right. I have a story for you and have a questions for you as well to think about it. All right. This is a story of a professor who asks his students in a class very simple question. Okay, which means that I'm now asking you these questions as well. Why people speak louder when they get angry? Okay, think about it. Think about it. Your answer, you can also type them. All right. So then I have time to read your comment. We have from Elsa Marine. Thank you. Relax. Greeting from Mexico City. That's the first Mary experience. Okay. Again, there's a professor who actually asked this question to his students. Why people speak louder when they get angry? And maybe they have arguments with each other. They want to speak louder, even though maybe they're not far away from each other. They're close. They're in the same room. You just speak with normal volume. And people in the room should be able to listen to it. But they speak louder anyway. Why? Okay. Augustine, thanks for the meditation from Sierra Leone. Think about the answer. Okay, think about the answer. Why people speak louder when they get angry. Ernest, thanks for the fantastic meditation. How fantastic! We can elaborate a little more what you feel. And Godfrey, thanks for providing us with this wonderful moment. We are relaxed from Bukoba. Hakuna Matata, Bukoba Peace Club. Hakuna Matata. Francisca, thanks for the wonderful sessions. I feel calmer, lighter, and more present. And Bettina, time went very quickly and the session was very calm. I had some sense of falling today. Beautiful meta sharing at the end. Very, very wonderful. Harry Hugh, today experience was peaceful. That made me get to sleep when I joined it halfway. Great, if you could sleep, that's an awesome session, right? Shimaka, I feel relaxed after a very long day. Okay, Ernest, I was relaxed and control my thoughts in the mind. Ibereshi, although I dozed off a few minutes, meditation was good for me. That's not bad at all. You know, when you doze off, that's when your mind was being clean, but maybe the impurities a little bit too many, so it needs more time and some effort. But after that, you feel refreshed, right? The session was great. I really had very deep and calm meditation. And from Gambia, what's the meaning of Hakuna Matata? Hakuna Matata, it means Lion King. No, it means don't worry, right? Don't worry in Swahili. Madel, thanks for very relaxing meditation. Okay, so while I'm waiting to read more, then someone has the answer in the class that the professor or the teacher asks this question. Teacher, people speak louder when they get angry. They give different reasons. Maybe they don't have good ears, so they have to speak louder. Then the professor reveal the answer. So you have to listen carefully. I'm not going to speak louder because I'm not angry, right? So the reason that people speak louder in this sense is when they speak, when they get angry, their minds have more distance. Okay, you can see that the mind actually moves away. This is just for the purpose of illustration, all right? When the mind moves away from each other. When the mind moves away, and if you speak with normal volume, your message cannot reach the recipient. That is just like in front of you. And because of that, although you almost next to each other, you have to speak louder so the other can hear because their minds are further away from you, right? But if you don't get angry, think about it. You don't speak that loud because your minds are closer to each other, right? So the minds are not that far, so you don't need to speak louder. And when you even have special feeling to each other, like you love each other, just say that. The minds are even closer. Now it's not just normal volume. It's more like whispering, right? Or like you whisper. You just why when people are in love, they almost whisper. Why? They don't speak loud because I thought that okay, when people are in love, then words are even meaningful. So you want to hear as loud as you can. But in fact, when people are in love, they speak even softer. And that's because their minds are very close to each other. No need for special extra volume. And when people have special connection to each other, they don't even need to speak because their minds are perfectly aligned. Too close, they become one. See, we can plot a graph because this is not Monk John without scientific illustration. We have a chart here. The minds or the heart distance is the D. And then we also have the V, which is the volume. That's the x-axis. The heart distance is the y-axis, which means that if the distance is large, the volume also goes up. That's on the top, right? If the distance is if the mind distance is infinity, like you don't want to talk to each other at all, you hate each other, then when you say that, you get so angry, you speak with as loud as you can. That's infinity volume, right? And then when you do not get angry, you speak softer. When you have special feeling, then you almost whisper to each other. And then when you have special meaning to each other, you don't need to speak. The volume can be zero. Oh, that's beautiful analogy. Did you like it? I like it. That's beautiful, right? So let me read more. Finioluvar, thanks for the guide. The meditation was refreshing after a long, stressful journey. And Falana, it was a relaxing meditation. I feel calm. And Christine Thompson, sorry. Thanks for the team. Very comfortable meditation. I'm ready for anything. Okay. Goody. And you're probably ready for the next our retreat. We will have it in February. Okay. You can check the commercial break. No, not commercial, but I mean opportunity. Guadi, thanks for Mang John and my story teams. Enjoy a relaxing session. And Isat, Laval, the meditation was calming and relaxing. I feel lighter after the session. We'll meet up if you explain. Okay, so this endearing speech is a part of the cornerstone for relationship or core here, right? And in core, then we need to have 4 things to keep the distance, proper distance of relationship. You also need 4 aspects, not just one. First, constant sharing. The more you share, the closer relationship is. And then during speech and being helpful and being consistent. These are 4 basic things in cornerstone of relationship, which means based on this chart, based on the formula of their something mathematics, then the better or the more endearing your words are, the closer the hearts of the listener are to you, right? Which means that if you speak bad to each other once, suppose that you get angry so much, and then you forget that, oh, it has to be endearing, and then you speak some boiling words from your mind. The words are boiling, and when they boil, they're hot, it's also louder, right? Like you boil water, you hear also steam sound. It's loud, and when you freeze the water, I guess, then you already push the heart of the listener away. So be careful, because next time you accidentally or mindlessly raise your volumes, the heart of people who listen to that word, to that, to your words, is pushed away from you, further away from you. Okay, so that's that's our session. But I also have another commercial break. No, the thing is that because you see, now we have only 10 minutes for the talk, but there are also some like proposal suggestions that maybe we can have longer space for the talk and a shorter meditation in some session. And that's why we create this. Next week on the 9th of September, it's going to be a very great start. On the 9th of the 9th month, we call Easy Dharma. We will have more space to talk about things. So we're gonna begin the first time, and also we're gonna have different languages as well. And not me, okay? Although I could potentially use AI, but better not to use them now. So just have some other monks who can conduct in French, in Chinese, and Japanese, and Spanish. Sorry, not in Slovenian, Latvian, or some other countries for now. Okay, maybe in the future, or maybe I can use AI, but that's not for now. So that we will have it next week, and mostly will be talk with shorter meditation. Okay. All right. If we have questions from Ernest, what happened when people close the head without what? Let me read again. Having some close the heads without having the same thoughts in their hearts. I don't understand the question, but the thing is that you can't actually expect people who have the same idea or who agree with you in everything. So that acceptance also comes with loving kindness. Because if you love them, you can allow anything, right? You don't actually expect that people will be like this. It's like the minds of a mother. You just imagine your mother when you did something not nice to her, she still can forgive you. So that mother's mind will be copied and triggered and activated when you feel love from within. That's called unconditional love. Bino, thanks for the session. I feel so light. And Vukoba, the breathing technique helped me a lot. I feel refreshed and rejuvenate. And as a whole, today I was feeling very tired mentally, but at least my mind is all alerted. But after the meditation, I feel energized. Thank you. All right, so thank you very much for today. And what we learned today, we learned about loving kindness, right? We learned that with loving kindness, it's like you return home and then you wash your body, and then you start having too many dishes so that you start sharing around. The more you have, the more people you can share. That's the meaning of loving kindness. I think we need this more these days. Believe me, trending, more urgent. People need more love. They're not aware of what they need. But they need love, right? They need more love. They're looking for that. You cannot find this on social media. You cannot find it on, I don't know, somewhere, but you cannot find it. You can find it from within. You can send it and share it as well. And we also learn that when people are angry, they speak louder. That's because their minds have larger distance. But when they are in love or when they don't get angry at each other, they speak softer. And when they have very special relationship, they really love each other, they don't even need to speak because the distance of the mind is zero. And we can plot the chart. You can see the relationship. So next time when you get angry, you think before you speak, because otherwise you're pushing that relationship away, and probably the minds of people around you, if you get angry, you speak loud, usually will be too far and not too close. Okay, this is the part of core, and it is the endearing speech aspect. We may talk about the other aspect the other time, but for now, let's say goodbye.
Thank you so much, Jonh, for such a wonderful session. And I can see that everyone really enjoy and having a really great meditation experience as well. So before wrap up the session, may I please invite everyone pay respect to Jonh by bowing 3 times together. Let's bow. Second bow. And third bow.
Thank you, Pam, and may you all be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wise, may all of you have all the wisdoms who come obstacles in your life, all your wishes be fulfilled, all your dreams become true. And every time you meditate, may you attain the inner peace within, that we call the Dhammakaya within, easily and effortlessly, without delay. Sadhu.
Sadhu,
Okay, so
thank you so much for you spending your valuable time to teaching us, and see everyone again coming next week. Have a great, wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Bye bye.
bye. Thanks, Pam, and thanks everyone. And goodbye, Pam, and goodbye, DJ Botox, and Bettina, and Robert from Slovenia, and Elsa Marine, and Yoon, and I don't know how to read that, like Phúc Bo Horn or something, Lee Shu Wei, and Harry Q, and Ha Seo Ho, Ade Yovin, and Ernest, and Vukola, and Godfrey, and Ruth, and Botolani, and Brasa Peace Club, and Caddy Banju Peace Club, and Isa Daniel, and Jesse Uy, and Fino, and Omolola, and Telefore, and Mariamar, and Fino Oluwa, and Christine Cullen, and Oluwa Mayova, and Murumita, and Mardel, and Asia 2, and Adri Nagy, and Christine Thompson, Abibat, Frankie Liu, and Diana Ilumar, and Oludare, and Comfort Monday, and Odunayo, Sam Fang, and Angelina Bay, and Pintu, and Uvase, and Rukundo, Iremide, and Ovidumaye, Ovidumaye, Falana, and Mercedes, and Ki Hende, and Fonobung, Benjamin, Gedeon, and Ishat, Aishat. I think that there are many new names. I'm not familiar with them, so it takes time and more effort to read them. All right, so see you again next week, and goodbye for today.